We got the World Series going on tonight. Texas up 3-1, looking to close out the Arizona Diamondbacks. But one of the biggest stories out of this World Series is that the ratings are down. They're saying this is one of the lowest rated World Series of all time. So Reed, why do you think the ratings are so low for this World Series?
They have it going on right now. Honestly, I think it might. I mean, it's a good because Diamondbacks were the lowest seeded team coming into this World Series, so it is a little. It's not unsurprising because I feel like their fan base isn't too huge and people maybe aren't interested because it's not a Yankees or a big market team, or a Dodgers. So I could see it maybe being that, or it's just the fact that baseball is just kind of dead now, and so. And it's probably a combination of both of those things, but I think just a lot of people don't want to watch baseball when there's all these other sports coming on. Like me as a Detroit fan, I'm more interested in the Lions on Sundays and college football on Saturdays and basketball now with the Pistons rookies and younger stars and the hockey team's looking good. So I'm interested in all Detroit sports. I don't really care about baseball unless the Tigers were in the World Series.
So you think it would benefit baseball to shorten the season so that it doesn't blend into the other sports?
Yeah, they should. I think they should be playing like 100, like maybe sub 100 games in baseball. I don't think they need to play 182 or whatever, 162, whatever it is. Because I mean, like you say, if you think about it, their season it starts in the spring, so it's starting when there's still other sports going on. It stretches through the sport into football season. I mean, it's ending in football season, but still, it's midway through the NFL season, and this is still going on. Like people aren't watching. Like only people I know that are watching this is my brother who loves baseball and his friends who gamble on it, and that's probably the only people I know watching it.
Right.
I can say a lot to do with it has to do with that, but I think about these teams. You got Texas and you got Arizona, two of the smaller market teams in the MLB. So think about if you had a Dodgers versus Atlanta Braves World Series. Plus those guys have more familiar names such as Acuna. You got
Betts.
You got Mookie Betts. You got Clayton Kershaw. So I think that's what baseball is big on markets right now. And then. If this goes anything, it shows you that there's a lot of parity in baseball too, because all the top teams lost this year, expected to go to the World Series. The Astros, the Orioles, the Braves, the Phillies. So I just think it's people not being as familiar with these two teams right now because they did not expect these teams to make the playoffs, let alone make the World Series. So I think fans only especially casual baseball fans are not going to watch this World Series because they could care less. There's no star to them in this World Series. For guys like us, we pay attention to it. There's some star power in there, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was interesting that the Diamondbacks did make it just because it's like the underdog and if they want to be like a Cinderella story. The Rangers have some talent because Scherzer obviously got traded there later in the year. It stinks that DeGrom's hurt, but they have guys like Seager and they have guys like Garcia. I don't know if he's even playing tonight, but I know he was hurt.
Strained oblique.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Rangers definitely have some bats and some good pitchers, but not like what you would expect. Like you said, like a Dodgers or a Yankees or a Orioles. They're not or the Braves. It's like or the Phillies. I mean, the Phillies have Bryce Harper. Like what happened when they were hot? Like when big market teams get hot in like MLB, especially like a crazy fan base like Philadelphia or New York, it brings a lot of like motor behind a baseball team and the ratings, I think.
Yeah, a lot of underdogs upset a lot of the teams that have more wins. You want to root for the underdogs, but in the long run, yes, it's hurt on the ratings. And I think when a West Coast team gets on, it kind of hurts as well. Like if it's the Dodgers or somebody like that, a lot of people would like to watch the Dodgers, but we get to talking about like the Padres and the Diamondbacks and the Rockies. People that are in those states don't really care. You don't really care about those teams. So